Hey, welcome to the next part. So before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with a family member or friend. And also don't forget to listen to the free audiobook that I made for you called I'm Addicted to Asian Guys, okay? All right, so my roommate in the psych ward, the children's psych ward, she was super nice, as I mentioned earlier. She was like 16, I was 9. And I remember the topic of sex had come up. And I said, have you done it before? And she said, yeah. I said, so what was it like? And she was like, well, honestly, she was like, I think you should ask your mommy like about these kind of questions. So I remember she didn't divulge into that. But now when I look back, like, she did the right thing, because, like, you don't talk, like, little kids shouldn't be really, I don't know, it probably wasn't the most appropriate conversation to have, like, with someone who isn't your parent. But, yeah, I mean, on an average day, I'm gonna run, okay? Because I don't feel like doing it later. So on an average day, we would get up, bathe, we would go into this small little cafeteria and eat our breakfast. And the breakfast was like school food, like cafeteria food. And it was like set up like cafeteria food, like you know, the milk carton and the juice carton and, you know, the packaged sandwiches. We even ate off of, even the food was served on trays. So it was very similar to school. But when it comes to education, because you're probably wondering, like, what did I do during, like, I was supposed to be in school. I was 9 years old. I should be in school. Well, they would make us read for like an hour, and they also had a tutor come in and give us work according to our grade level. And honestly, it was me and her, and there were a few other kids there, but it was very small group. And once again, I got along with everyone. I didn't have issues with anyone. And looking back, I'm like a little surprised by that. Not because I'm like a problematic person, but it's just because these kids, I don't know, we all had our own issues. So I'm just a little surprised that didn't cause like a little bit of a, you know, mix up or something, but I'm grateful that there weren't any issues. But once again, you got to remember, I didn't have a mental illness. So it was definitely kind of like going to jail when you didn't commit the crime. Because it's like you're surrounded by people who truly need to be there, but you legit are not supposed to be there, you know? So it was like I got an inside look on people's lives. But I'll fast forward because I really want to end this segment of my life story. Because it's just not the most fun experience. It wasn't the most fun like time of my life. So moving on, I kept asking, when can I go home? When can I go home? They kept saying, well, you know, you're doing great, but, you know, just, you know, we'll let you know you're getting closer to leaving. So eventually they decided that I could leave, and I was so happy because they figured out that there was nothing wrong with me. Like, and by the way, to anyone who's struggling